Hello, everyone, and good morning. I'm assuming that you guys are still a little tired, right, from last night, but you guys are looking very beautiful out there. Thank you so much. And I'm here with this wonderful woman, Rosa Armstrong, our Director of Community Affairs. Say hello, Rosa.
I will say hello to everybody. I will say hello. I will say Ali tutamanda in Quechua. I am so happy and so thankful to you that you are here. It has been a very tireless week, but it's worth it. It's worth it because we have you here. And CABE appreciate your efforts that you have done to be with us.
Yes, that's right, Rosa. We're very excited and happy. You know, all of you guys are here this morning because we're here on our final stretch, as I like to say, right, for our closing general session, our annual meeting. And I just want to know, how are you guys doing? Just by a hand clap, how are you doing this morning?
Uh-oh. More?
Wow, what a week! What a week! What a week! Well, it has been inspiring, energetic, energizing, powerful. I mean, everything has just been coming into place. We're so excited that we're here with you guys this morning, and we're hoping to keep this going all the way until the 11:30 hour. Well, Rosa, what do you think about our theme? Do you think it's
Uh,
happening?
Anybody remembers or can read what our theme CABE was this year? The- It
Did it,
is strong, united for equity, and empowered by our cultures and multiplicity of languages.
yep, that's good. That's right. That's our words. What do you guys think? Did we do it? We did it.
We did it. We did it.
Yes, we saw the workshop, standing room only. Okay, I know. I saw some of you guys waiting outside. I saw people going in 30 minutes early, but it was powerful. We had great speakers. We had a wonderful parent center, the Rosalinda
Rosalia.
Salinas Parent Center was like overflowing. The parents had a great time. We had wonderful workshops in there. All I can tell you guys is we did that.
And this week, we also honored our history and recommitted to our future because while the conference ends today, mm, the movement continues.
Yes. I don't know. I really enjoyed some of those student performances too. Did you guys enjoy those student performances? How about the award celebrations? And let us not forget our conversations with our partners and socializing and network.
At the same time, we want to thank you, all the speakers. Thank you very much for sharing their expertise and, most of all, their voice.
Yes, that's right. Our voices. Now we're going to take what we have and go back to our schools, our district, and our community, and they're going to hear our voices.
And at the same time, we want to thank and please stand for to celebrate and to honor our CABE staff. Please stand and give them a round of applause. We wouldn't be able to do this without them. Thank you, staff. Thank you very much. We all appreciate it. 3,700 people is applauding for you. Thank you, staff.
And we want to thank our board. Let's give a hand clap to our CABE board.
And we left the families and the students at the end purposely because they also, especially the parents, deserve a big, big round of applause. We are here because of them. We are here because they trust their students to us, correct?
Yes.
Thank you, teachers.
Thank you.
Thank you, administrators. Thank you, superintendents. Thank you, paraeducators.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
parents. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Well, I think our time has passed. You guys are probably tired of hearing our voices. So thank you so much and enjoy the rest of this conference because this is the best conference ever.
Yes. So we're going? Okay.
Please welcome to the stage Rosa Armstrong.
Hello again. It's the last day, right? Well, as CABE Director of Community Affairs, I have to say, I love your passion. I love your service. I love your advocacy. And most of all, I love your unwavering belief in CABE's vision and mission. You've heard us talk about CABE's vision throughout this week. By literacy, equity, and multicultural competency. Sorry, you can tell that I am an English learner. but, but I like to close by grounding us in our mission. On our website, CABE's mission states, to support the vision of biliteracy, multicultural competency, and educational equity for all students. We embody our shared values through priorities, initiatives, and services designed to increase California's capacity to create caring and highly effective learning environments that promote multiliteracy and support English learners and diverse populations to graduate college, career, and globally prepared. That's not just a statement, that's a promise. So let me ask you this. Do you think CABE 2026 have furthered this mission? Thank you. I do, and I hope you do too. Now, turn to, excuse me. I want to ask you, to one of you, give me your name and tell me about your experience through this conference. Very good. Can you please stand up and state your name? Thank you. Do we have another one? No? I'm going to have to be a teacher now and point to someone. There we go. Thank you. Thank you, Laila. Thank you. Thank you for being part of this mission. Thank you for strengthening this community, and thank you for carrying CABE forward. We are CABE strong.
Thank you, Delma and Rosa, for your warm welcomes and thought-provoking messages. CABE's impact in the area of policy and advocacy is key to our organizational foundations. Join me in welcoming Sally Fox, CABE Educational Policy Analyst, one member of our CABE Legislative Policy Team, who will share an update and urgent call to action from Sacramento.
And look who's with me. El oso poderoso legislativo. El gummy bear de CABE. Delicioso y que más cariñoso. And who's with our bear? Carlene Aguilera Fort, our magnificent board president. And look, he's even showing you what you need to do if you haven't done it already. So we know CABE is 5,000 members strong. CABE strong, say it with me. CABE strong. And it is so important when we do our work in Sacramento, and you may have met our lobbyist yesterday, Jennifer Baker. She goes through the halls of the Assembly and the Senate, talking to people and encouraging them to support the things that we know are important for our students. So we have created for this conference a budget letter that we would ask you to sign. It's in your beautiful tote bag. And all you have to do is fill out your name, address, and sign it. And then you, too, can feed the bear. How easy is that? And there are 3 bears in the back of the hall for you to feed. And we just really encourage you, how many of you have not yet fed the bear? Some have not, so awesome. So I'll be collecting some letters. And look, yesterday we collected 226 letters. Look at this. Thursday, 184 letters. And Wednesday, 132 letters. And out of this crowd, if I can get another couple of hundred letters, I'll be very happy. So thank you very much for supporting CABE's legislative policy action. And we'll see you out in the hallway with the bears. Feed the bears. Thank you.
Thank you, Sally. And thank you, Carlene, for demonstrating. We have a second call to action, but this one's not a letter, it's a phone call. On Wednesday next week, on March 11th, mark your calendars. Wednesday, March 11th, the State Board of Education will be considering what elements or values should be included in the state portrait of a graduate learner. We urge each of you to phone in to the State Board of Education and give a 1-minute testimony, asking that multilingualism be an element that the board adopts. This is item 2 on the State Board of Education agenda and should be taken up around 9 a.m. Just call the phone number on the screen, take a picture of it now, enter the code, and wait until you hear from the board staff person that your line is open, and then you can begin providing your testimony. Use your phone to download the information on this slide, and please call in. We are asking you to make one call for 1 minute for the state to uplift multilingualism for all graduates. CABE values its long-standing partnership and collaboration with the National Association for Bilingual Education. Here, with a special greeting, is NABE President and NABE Western Union Representative, Dr. Margarita Machado Casas. Is that correct? Okay. Pardon, she's not with us today. She was with us yesterday. So we're going to continue our program.
CABE's bylaws require that an annual membership meeting be convened during the annual conference, where the CABE CEO shares the annual report that is then posted to our website at gocabe.org. Here to summarize this report is CABE Chief Executive Officer, Dr. Edgar Lampkin.
Buenos días, CABE familia. ¿Cabemos? Todos cabemos. Well, let me begin by sharing with you that we all know that changes in the administration have impacted many organizations throughout the state, especially organizations that promote equity, diversity, and inclusion. So CABE is one of those organizations as well. My role is to share with you our annual report as a CABE member. And so as we're looking at doing that, welcome. And just want to share with you that this is the long-standing group of leaders that have led the CABE organization throughout the years. We honor them, especially, of course, on my behalf, Jan Gustafson, Maria Quesada. Those are the individuals that I know I've had a chance to connect with, have received support from, and I'm very thankful to them for that incredible support that they've offered. Our board president, Dr. Carlin Aguilera Fort, all of you just got to see him having a great time with the little bear, el oso poderoso, and as he says, cariñoso. Dr. Marilena Esquer is our CABE vice president. Give her a big round of applause. Dr. Maria Elena Diaz Esquer is the one that oversees our joint delegate assembly, our chapters. She's the go-to person for those types of responsibilities, and we just want to thank her for her leadership in that respect. Thank you so much. And of course, we have our incredible CABE board, and as you can see, they're amazing. I think they're here with us, so please stand up, CABE board. Let's give you a big round of applause, and thank you for all of your tremendous support and work that you do. Thank you, thank you. And I just want to share with all of you that come March, immediately, we are going to start elections. If you're interested as a CABE member to run for the board, you want to definitely make sure that you go on our website, you take a look at, what are the requirements. We actually did record information on what to do to apply, what you need to know in order to see if you qualify to be able to run for CABE board. But it is an incredible experience. This is our CABE staff. Let's give them a big round of applause and thank them for the tremendous conference that we have had. They're all still running around there to serve all of us. For those of you that may not be aware, we actually do have 5 chapters, and these are the regions of the different chapters that we have. Region 1 is probably your biggest one, but probably with the smallest number. Whereas then you take a look at region 3 and 5, and again, those are probably our most impacted ones with membership, right? CABE Chapter of the Year. Every year we acknowledge a chapter for the year. More than any other time, we need your help as CABE members to build our chapters, to grow our chapters, because it is through our chapters that we're able to share information with you, to encourage you to advocate, to be able to send that message to the Capitol, to send that message at the federal level. And so please keep that in mind. And if you don't have a chapter in your area, let us know so we can work to support you in building those chapters. It's extremely important. This is the front cover of our annual report. It actually does have our CABE art of 2026. Just want to remind everyone, it's an incredible piece of artwork. It was selected by our CABE board president, but also influenced tremendously because actually she's the one that found the illustration and she said, wow, this looks good. Carlene, what do you think? And And she has found the artwork from the previous year as well. So this is Chris Faltis, and we want to thank, where's Dr. Barbara Flores? Dr. Barbara Flores, thank you again. She has an incredible eye for art, and thanks to her, we've been able to pick an art piece every year. She runs them by the board president, and they're like, wow, this is really nice. So Chris Faltis is a publisher. He's written books on bilingual education. He's a professor, trains bilingual teachers. He is currently in Texas and was at one point in UC Davis as a professor. We use the theory of action in order to do the work that we do, and I just wanted to highlight the importance of that. Let me share with you a little bit about programs and events. We had the opportunity to serve over 7,838 folks during the 2024-2025 year. Let's give a big round of applause to all of our team for providing those kinds of services. This also includes our conferences, all of our program and events that we put together to serve administrators, teachers, paraeducators, parents, and many other members that come along and join us. CABE's FACE and PLS services have served over 420 school districts out of the 1,015 school districts in California. Let's give our PLS and FACE team a big round of applause and thank them for that. And as far as the financial report for 2024-2025, this is just kind of showing the different services that we have provided on 2024-2025, the conferences, the grants that we have received, foundations that have supported us, and other services that we provide, like membership. And also, last year, we actually did have a number of folks that went to Oaxaca. Is there anyone here that went to Oaxaca? Raise your hand. Yes, good deal. Thank you for your support. I just want to highlight that we have a number of indirect budget items that all of you as CABE members, as individuals who attend our conference, support. We have a fiscal services officer that helps us with our budget and our fiscal stability. Instruction and technology department, where we do creative design. The art pieces that you see, the artwork that you see in our flyers and everything, they're the ones that do that work. We also have our program and events that actually puts on our conferences, our regional events. There's program development. In 2024, we had program development. We had legislative policy and advocacy, and administrative services and human resources. This kind of shows our staffing and where we were in 2025. We were at 43 staff members. This just kind of shows the breakdown of our staffing costs, including French benefits and taxes, and our payroll. And as you can see, CABE throughout the years has increased. Here's another way to look at it as well. This kind of shows our salary, our benefits, and our direct costs. This is a good pie to take a look at when it comes to our assets, liability, and net assets. As you can see, for equipment and for that amount that you see there of 2.924 it includes the building that we have. The CABE office is located in Walnut, which is kitty corner from Mount SAC, San Antonio College. What I want to highlight there is, if you take a look at our operations, cash on hand, 159, and savings, we had 273,000. We also have a CD for 719. What the purple part that you see there is actually monies that at that point in June, we had not collected. What happens is many of you pay through a purchase order, or if you do it through a credit card, we get that money immediately. But when that doesn't happen, then we have collectibles that need to take place. And so we had about 1.4 million that we had not collected in June. Here, a couple of things that I want to highlight. There's a lot of numbers there, but what's important for you to take a look at is that in the current year, our total assets was 6,164,000, and the prior year was 7,327,000. So we were at a deficit of 1.163 million. What you see at the bottom, where you see the number 43, that pretty much kind of indicates we had 43 days that we could pay cash on hand to support our staff. The goal is we want to have 90 days, right? But during this period of time, we had not collected our monies. And another thing that happened that was really interesting was this is over 1, 2, 3, 4 years, 5 years, 5-year period. And these are grants that we would receive, gifts, donations, foundations that supported us. And what I want to highlight here is that in 2020, we had about 3.2 million. Same thing in 2021. 2022, we went down to about 3 million. But then in 2023, when I came on board, we were down by about 2.1 million. Some of our grants had ended, and so we were in need of looking at what do we do to try to build some capacity. And we were able to. If you take a look at 2024, we went from 859 to 2 million, but still we were not where we needed to be back in 2020 or 2021. The thing to remember too is that's when the new administration came in and began to dismantle the education department. Normally the MPD grants that we would get, just like many organizations, we weren't able to necessarily apply. Thank goodness, because even though people applied and received those grants, many of them are not continuing. So we are needing to look at what do we do and how do we pivot. Here's another illustration of our taxes, and it's indicating once again, if you take a look at the beginning of the year, 7 million, end of the year, 6 million. So we ended the year with a deficit of about 762,000. Like I said, we were able to recoup some monies. One of the things that our board did is we applied for employee retention tax credit, which we had applied for some of it, but not for all of it. And so the good news there was that we were able to get about 624,245 in employee retention tax credit, with 99,533 in interest. But then again, as we had our audit take place, we ended up realizing that we potentially may have double dipped, because the federal grant that we had, you can't do tax recovery on that, because then you're double dipping. So in order to prevent that from happening and from a IRS audit to happen, we returned 32,540 out of the, 723,000 that we had received. So the good news is we still received quite a bit, and we were very thankful. These are monies that came to us in different ways through grants and through funding. We were also very worried about the current MPD grant that we had, which was the Promesa grant. The Promesa grant was delayed, as all of you may recall. So we didn't know if we were going to get those monies. Eventually, after the delay, they did release those funds. So we did get those monies to be able to continue to provide those services. We had the 649 that you see there is the IRS credit retention monies that we received. And then Sobrato Foundation has been extremely supportive of CABE and the work that we do, so we received a grant from them. And also, San Diego County Office of Education supported us with a $250,000 contract to support community engagement initiatives. The good news is that we continue to be qualified to be a nonprofit organization. You have to have 33 and 1/3%. We're at 85.51%. And actually, by posting our income taxes, we're going to be able to get to 90% next year. So we're doing really good on that. Give yourselves a big round of applause on that. Lastly, what I want to highlight is in June, not June, in July of 2025, which is after the report, annual report, I just wanted to highlight that we were able to recover, if you'll see the blue portion, we were able to recover 972,000 of the 1.4 million that we had not yet received, and that really helped us. Now you see the purple that went down to 311,000 that we had not yet collected, and we were able to do that by, I think it was in October, November, we had collected all of that money, and that was extremely helpful for us. There was one audit finding. Everything was magnificent. We do an audit every year. Everything was great, but there was one thing that we were found in need of addressing. And so this being our CABE membership meeting, I wanted to highlight that because it had to do with our CABE affiliate chapters. What happens is you're able to use our 501(c) as a chapter, and you're able to generate income. We normally have had our chapters generating under 80,000. But this past year, what we found out was we were generating in our chapters more than that. We were like at 115, 118. And by doing that, now the chapters qualify for needing to be audited as well. Before we didn't have to. And so what we're asking all of you as a chapter is to please complete your forms that you need to submit so that we can submit those for audit purposes. If that doesn't happen, then we have to call you and bother you to please get that in. So just keep that in mind. I think one of the carrots behind that, for those of you that kind of have the hang of it, is when you submit your paperwork, you get money back to help support you in doing the different activities that you do. So we're going to be working on making sure that we put a system in place for that. What I want to share with all of you is that we are CABE Strong. What are we? We're CABE Strong. Thank you very much. That concludes our annual report. And now, what do we have next?
Please welcome to the stage our Director of CABE Lead Educational Solutions, Ruby Flores.
Thank you, Dr. Lampkin, for the report, and we're excited to see everyone here this morning. And I'm just going to close very quickly on how we are going to move this work forward, how we're going to take back everything we learned. We just want you to think, what are you going to do with all the knowledge that you are taking with you? We don't want you to just come to the conference and learn a lot of great information, but we want you to think about how you're going to take it back and how you're going to put it into action, right? So with that, right, we want to, and I'm going to skip all of these because we have very little time, but I want to let you know that CABE is here to support. We have our lead department, our Learning Engagement Advocacy and Development Department provides professional learning services to districts all across the state and as nationwide as well. And we want to invite you to connect with us. We want to be able to support you at implementing all of the amazing knowledge that you received today, but we also want you to think about how you're supporting your teachers, especially your teachers that work in multilingual settings, because it does require more intentionality to work and to train our teachers through multiple languages, right? And CABE is here to support with that, with our team that is amazing, our experts that have been in the field, that have been in the classroom, and that would love to come and support your educators with planning, with coaching, with modeling lessons, demonstrations, really anything that our teachers need. We also want to tell you about some of the programs that we have at CABE that can support through from understanding the California English Language Roadmap to the the guiding principles of dual language education, but also the work that we need to do with our families. We also support we have family and community engagement programs that support our families to build leadership so that they can become those advocates for their students, so that they can understand how the system works, and then they can go back, right, and ask the right questions. Especially right now in this climate, we need to equip our families with all of the knowledge that they need so that they can protect themselves, but also so that they can build leadership capacity. So we want to invite you to visit us, our website, and we also wanted to announce that starting next year, CABE will be the sole provider of the multilingual shadowing protocol by Dr. Ivania Soto, who, as many of you that are familiar with her, passed last year. And it is our honor to continue her legacy and to continue the work of advocacy by really understanding what our students need and also giving teachers the opportunity to learn about how to better serve students. So thank you all so much. We really appreciate you being here, and we look forward to connecting with you in the near future.
And now please welcome back to the stage Dr. Edgar Lampkin, our CEO, and Dr. Carlin Aguilera Fort, our board president.
Okay, Dr. Lampkin, I think we are closing this conference.
Another successful CABE 2026. We thank you all so much for being here with us and for your support.
And we will see you next year in Long Beach in CABE 2027. Don't forget, we are waiting for you. And in the meantime, we are connected to professional learning services. I know you will ask Ruby for support for your district. So thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend and see you in Long Beach. Gracias, Dr. Lampkin. Thank you. And thank you to every member of the staff for doing this amazing work with the conference. Thank you.
Stay CABE strong. Stay CABE strong.
Yep. Okay.
This
Take care.
concludes today's general session and annual membership meeting. We care about your CABE 2026 experience. Please give us your feedback by completing the conference evaluation located in the CABE 2026 CVent app. You can also download a certificate of attendance from the app. Have a great day.